Hello, it's Tuesday the 24th. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief. Now, Starmer's been on. He appeared before a committee of MPs and he warned against any sense of false comfort about a quick end to the Iran conflict. That was after Iran's foreign minister confirmed that talks, which Trump called productive, had not actually taken place. A quick order of events. Trump announced he was postponing strikes on Iran's energy infrastructure for 5 days while talks continue. Markets took that as a positive. Iran said there were no talks. Markets got whipsawed. Now, a question for the class, if you will. Following that timeline of events, when would you expect Barron and all of Trump's cronies to have loaded up on leveraged long positions? Well, bets worth over $500 million were loaded up on oil futures between 6:49 and 6:50 a.m. New York time. That was 15 minutes before Trump's post at 7:04 a.m., which coincidentally triggered a sharp sell-off. There was a similar move in the S&P futures too, and I guess that just means that if you're manipulating the markets, prudent financial advice remains to have a balanced portfolio of different exposures. Starmer also hosted an emergency Cobra meeting to discuss the cost of living impact of the war. Bailey was there and his position is pretty simple: reopen the Strait of Hormuz or face an inflationary crisis. Over in the US, Chicago Fed President Goolsbee, he's been on. He is more worried about inflation than unemployment right now, and he warned against repeating the mistake of that transitory inflation debacle back in 2021. He wants no rate cuts until he can see the inflation trajectory much more clearly. And that quest may be helped by Powell, who's confirmed that he will stay on as interim Fed chair if Warsh isn't confirmed by May. And there's a rather delicious irony about that, where all Trump's efforts to get rid of Powell may actually end up extending his tenure. In the markets, the dollar had a pretty spicy session, no thanks to dear old Donald. The dollar index traded down from 100.15 to 98.85 before closing around 99.15 on the day. Sterling kicks off higher against the dollar, around 134.45, a little higher against the euro, around 115.70, and euro dollar is up around 116.10 on the open this morning. That's it from me. Have a great day.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.